YouTube, what's up, fellas? We're playing our MUT Gauntlet, and we're doing a little different style. I'm gonna be doing some post-com, kind of breaking down you guys what's going on. And as you guys see here, here's game one. All right, we have our opponent here in an early 3rd and 14, looking to get a stop here. We're gonna kind of go over just some of the highlights, big plays, big drives for the game right there. For some reason, decides to throw that. We're gonna switch stick onto him, switch stick off to play a different route. And Cam Jordan's going to be able to pick that off right here. You guys see we're in the gun normal with T'Vondre Sweat in the backfield. Also, Don Terry Poe, the best quarterback in the game at quarterback. And there goes Anthony Munoz. He's going to get an easy 7. So, a lot of these early games that I do play are going to tend to be blowouts, really boring games. Because these guys are kind of bad. You guys are going to be wanting to look for game 8, game 9, game 10 for the really good games. But I advise to watch the whole video. I always do. Just because there's a lot of stuff that you guys can take away that I'm maybe doing, whether it's defense, offense, whatever it is to help you guys win more games. Because I know, some of you guys may struggle with that game 1 or game 2 right here. Try to get loose with Michael Vick, our opponent does, and he isn't too successful with it right here. We're going to loop. He's in the deuce close. Runs the ball on 3rd and 9. Interesting strategy right here. He's going to get to a 4th and 7. And guess what our opponent's going to do? Yep, he's not going to go for it. He's going to kick his 3. Now, honestly, not too mad at a kick 3 here, but you're already down a stop. You threw a pick, and I'm in an offense where I'm kind of chewing the clock, and you guys are going to see here why I think that's a little weird why I decided to kick 3 right here. I'm going to audible down. I've been audibling down a lot in this Eagles playbook to T'Vondre Sweat right here. I actually was on conservative. I do remember this. Being on conservative, not being able to spin or truck. So right there, we're only going to take the yards that are given to us right here. We're going to go audible down again. I'm looking to go stretch right here, but I actually decide to flip it halfway through the play. I like the numbers, and it doesn't even matter because that guy, whatever ability he's got, he blows it up in the backfield. We lost 10 yards on it. Doesn't matter. We're going to go to Y sale, pick up a first down right there, and doesn't matter because guess who we're handing the ball off to now? T'Vondre Sweat. Why throw the ball in the air when I can just hand it off to the big man and try to score right here? Right here, we see 3 minutes and 57 seconds right here. I'm going to hand it off to the big man, and no one's catching the big man. There he goes. Touchdown, and that's going to be GG's for our game number 1. So we are now on to game number 2, and all I'm going to say is game 2 got pretty ugly. Not for me, but for my opponent. Right there, we start off with a sack on 3rd and 20. I did see some. That's why I went back to the line. I knew he'd be in the same coverage. If I know huddled right here, goes. We see the top safety. That means he's in a cover 3. If there was 2 top safeties, that means he could be in cover 2, cover 4. But we see it's only 1. And we're going to find Anthony Munoz over top. And all I'm going to say is this guy loved throwing to me this game. There was plenty of picks that were thrown. The first one wasn't even a good read. Just no, we got the ball back right here. T'Vondre Sweat is going to get in for us right here, and we're already at 14-0 within just a couple minutes of game time. And this one's going to be over. I mean, all you really have to do against a lot of these guys, and I try to tell people this all the time, just keep it simple. Just run cover 4, rely on your switch stick. Don't try to get too aggressive. Like, this guy right here stood no chance. He just threw it at a hard flat. Like, he didn't even really pay attention to it. He just threw it at a hard flat, and we're able to get a stop. But I really love this offense that I have been running. It gets people really upset, and they tend to quit a lot, too, because a lot of people, they don't want to try to tackle T'Vondre Sweat. And, yeah, I know it's kind of a scummy way to play because you're just handing it off to your big running back. Right here, I kind of do a little bit more passion in these early games just because I know it doesn't matter what I call. I'm going to be able to, win either way. Right there, we find T'Vondre Sweat. We're going to air truck with him. He does get tackled right there. But running the ball with these running backs, it gets people pretty tilted. They start playing a little bit different, start forcing stuff because they know they don't have a chance right here. We're going to step up in the pocket. We're going to actually throw a laser beam right there to Anthony Munoz. Who would have thought Anthony Munoz is catching passes in the big 2025? And, of course, we're going to go for 2. See if we can go up 23-0 just to put icing on the cake. T'Vondre Sweat, I mean, that was too easy. And now he's trying to fight back, trying not to get the message right here in game 2 of our gauntlet right here. He's going to drop back. He's looking. He's pretty much has nothing. I'm going to switch stick on, and I don't know what he's throwing right there. Patrick Peterson with the interception. And that is probably going to be GG's for game 2. Up 23-0 it is, and we'll go on to game 3. All right, so now we're in game 3. In game 3, it's kind of, I don't know if I should say sweaty. I felt like I was in control of this game the whole time, but as you guys see, my opponent is on offense first. We're in the dollar. Our opponent is in some meta. He's in the gun normal wild close. You guys know I run it, so I know this like the back of my hand, and I don't believe there's many people that run it better than me. There's about maybe 3-4 people that might run it better, maybe 5. Other than that, I feel like I'm one of the best players in the world in this gun normal. So I'm all over it. You guys see, we get a huge sack there from Pat Tillman, the best looper in the game, and it's not even close. So we have him where we want him, our first drive. You know, he's got to go deep. We're looking to guard to speed out, especially 3rd and 17. I'm going to play clouds and some hooks that are at a deeper depth. Right here, we scream. Patrick Tillman tries to make a tackle right there. Terry Poe with Truz. It doesn't matter. He's going to be able to get 3 on his opening drive, and he almost missed that kick. I can't lie to you. And so I call that a win in my book. So we're going to hold him to 3. That's a big win right here. As you guys see, I'm going to throw to Anthony Munoz, and he has been our main target so far in this video. I low-key felt like I had Cordell Patterson really early, and that was kind of a risky read right here, right there. But we are looking to audible it down. I think that first player forgot to put in a tight end, so now you guys know what we're doing. We're going to hand it off to the big man. This is how football was meant to be played, boys. Just flick your right stick. I'm so talented, aren't I? Yeah, no, I'm not talented. This is just the state of the game right here. You find ourselves in a 3rd and 2 right here. We're going to motion out to Vondre Sweat. We're going to throw to Anthony Munoz. Breaks a couple tackles, and he gets this down to the 2-yard line. We're going to hand it off to no other than to Vondre Sweat. I mean, that's just too easy. That's a grown man. You guys see, that's a grown man right there. Right here, he's going to throw the speed out. I felt like I was so close. That's a hard flag, too, which I'm so shocked that actually didn't play it. But as you guys see, I'm switching out my slot DBs. I love my safeties. I love Cam Chancellor and Sean Taylor, especially because they're bigger bodies right there. I feel like if I had one of those in and I didn't make the mental error, I would have been all right. Right here, we are in a cover 4, but for some reason, I have double flats over on the right side, but it doesn't even matter because it looks like I just ran commit, and that is a huge mental mistake. He celebrates, gets a little cocky. I don't know if I would celebrate on a run commit, but to each their own. And there goes the big man, Tavondre Sweat. He's going to spin, get about 8 yards right here. So we find ourselves in a hell game pretty early in this second quarter. I did kind of cut out all the parts in the beginning. I tried to clock the game, and it was just me running and falling down. And then I end up going for it on a 4th down, and I just get the run stuff. So that's how we're in the third quarter if you guys want to know. Right here, Tavondre Sweat just keeps on pushing, as you guys can see, and we're going to try to take a little bit of this clock since we are down 3 in the gauntlet. We're looking for a run that maybe might be able to pop right here. We're going to try to catch him off guard. I thought he was run committing, but we're going to go to 4 verticals and see if this is true. He ends up using the safety. We're going to be able to split the seam, and there goes Anthony Munoz again. He's been cooking for us all day, and now he's back on offense. We need to stop badly. We're going to be looping right here just to switch it up a little bit. He's setting up pass protection. It doesn't matter. He called play action blocking. I try to switch stick on. Doesn't matter. He does find John Ross. He's able to get out of the pocket. That's why contains are big in this game. Making sure you're using contains to your advantage will always help you out. Right there, our quarter does match to our tight end and knocks it out beautifully right there. So I'm kind of a little worried at this point because, we're in game 3 right now. We don't want a loss real early because then it puts a lot of pressure on us in the early games, and we don't need any pressure, okay? The gauntlet's already stressful enough with all these lit-up X factors and Tavondre Sweats, Terry Poe with Truz or Bo Nix, whoever's got it right here. Got our opponent in a 3rd and 1 right here. We switch stick right on the Jimmy Graham, and that is beautiful. I just knew he was going there, so that's what I'm telling you guys. It doesn't really matter the zones you guys are putting back there. It's more of what your switch stick is doing. Right here, there goes Tavondre Sweat. There goes the big man down the sideline. Is anyone going to catch him? We run over him. We air truck once again, and I try to spin around him. Not able to get by him, but still a big play there from Tavondre Sweat. And I'm telling you, man, this is by far the best card I think they have ever released. Let's think about some of the best cards in Madden. Madden 20, Eric Dickerson. I mean, maybe Madden 20 Randy Moss, the Quad Father. Comment down below your favorite Madden card if you guys have made it to this point of the video. I'm always curious. Last time I had you guys type 4s in the chat. Put your favorite Madden card in the comments below. I'm curious to see what you got. My favorite Madden card, Isaiah Likely, if you guys know why. If you guys are a OG Geezy supporter, last year he caught a Hail Mary in one of the MCS tournaments for me. So shout out Isaiah Likely. That is my favorite card of all time. But we have a pretty commanding lead. We're up 13. He's trying to fight just a little bit. He is in the red zone at the 15. We're just kind of keeping it simple. Cover 4. Not too many adjustments. You guys aren't going to see me adjust too much in the gauntlet unless I'm playing a sweat. Right there, we get a little lucky. That was the first time he's went to like a running back wheel the whole game. And that's what a lot of people in normal don't do. They love just to throw the tight end streaks. You know, maybe they're running back flat. That's the first time he actually put his running back on a wheel. Right here, we switch stick. He rolls out with Dontari Poe. It doesn't matter. Truz, you're not going to fumble. So that's what happens right there. Right here, he finds his receiver in the back of the end zone. I mean, oh my God, that was just hot. I mean, I got to give it to him. He onside kicks me. Deshaun Jackson is going to pick it up. I'm going to spin. And there's no way. Deshaun Jackson, he's going to actually crib this. If I was this dude, I'd be totally sick. And he's going to have another shot to try to score on the offensive side. We're just playing bend but don't break defense. Right here, I already knew he was going there. I switched it on to the cloud, and the cloud starts matching it. I celebrate because I'm a cocky asshole. Someone needs to get my ego in check. That's pretty bad. But we're up 14, 2 minutes and 40 seconds left. And more than likely, this is going to be a rage quit in Game 3. And we are now going to be moving on to Game 4. Now we are in Game 4. And I'm going to keep it real with you guys. My run game was kind of boxed. In this game, he was in 3-4 out playing really good run defense right here. On the 3rd and 5, I'm going to try this run, this wide zone, we're going to try to pass the ball since our wide zone was not working. That's what I meant to say. I find Tavondre Sweat. I'm going to try to get the first down, and it doesn't work. I do recognize he's in 3-4 odd. Anybody who is running 3-4 odd is going to be in pinch buck 0. It's the best blitz in the game. If they're running something else other than pinch buck 0, they're crazy, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to block our tight end because against heavy sets like 6-1 and 3-4 odd, blocking your tight end on the line is probably the best thing you can do. We're going to wheel route the running back. And we're going to put a post on our outside receiver. And right there, we do find our wheel route on the running back. Because if they have a manned up, the wheel route's going to beat the man. And if it's cover 2 on that side, which is a common show in this game, we're going to be able to fit the wheel in between the deep half and the cloud right there. We were able to beat him over top because there was actually no deep blue. It's just a cloud. So our opponent gets on offense now. He's got a little bit of a run game himself. And we're kind of struggling versus it. Right here, we do find a way to stop it, though. We do get in the cover 4 engage with the blitzing linebacker on the same side as the run, so it is able to stop, the halfback zone weak, which is a really effective run. Right here, I don't know what he was throwing. Not open. Cam Jordan drops all the way back, and he's going to try to take this one to the crib, but Dontari Poe is going to catch him. Now we're back on offense, up 7-0. We're going to go back to that same play that I was talking about. Right here, it's man across the board. I had the running back, and I also had the post that fries man-to-man coverage. So I could have picked whatever one, but we're down to the one because Anthony Munoz is slow. We get ourselves in a second goal. I'm rolling out. I actually snipe Cordell Patterson in the back of the end zone for an easy 7. Right here, our opponent, he's kind of moving a little bit, all right? He's already in our territories at the 36, 3rd and 3. I'm going to go back to this engage blitz. I know under center kind of struggles with it, especially because under center doesn't have the best blocking. So I might as well, send the engage blitz, see what we can do right here. Right here, I fake engage. He throws the wheel, and that is, I don't think that's the best, read the make. But, hey, I guess he's going to live with it right here. I actually think he's going to run the ball, so I run commit. I'm just fully committed. Right here, he doesn't. I just run to the flat because that's my gut instinct. And right there, Jimmy Graham is going to pick it off. All 6-7 of them. And I don't think anyone's going to catch Jimmy Graham. He might be gone, boys. He might be gone. I mean, I don't know if that's luck or if that's just high IQ by me, but Jimmy Graham with the pick 6. And now our opponent's on offense. We blow up the run the first play. Not going to show you guys, or me blowing up the run. It's the same thing that just happened here. So you guys already saw it. We're now 2-minute warning. in the second quarter. We're up 21-0. He's going to go back to this pistol bunch tight end that I honestly feel like was working for him pretty well. He honestly was just making some dumb mistakes. Right here is probably the first 2 times I bagged him on first and second down. So now I have him in a bad spot, 3rd and 18. Nobody wants to be here. I'm going to try to user press Randall McDaniel. I totally missed it, of course. I'm switch sticking a lot. We get a sack. Cam Jordan is just making plays for us in the backfield. And this is pretty much the game right here. If he converts this, he stays alive. If we get this stop, it is going to be game over. Right here, I have clouds. I'm shaded up. I'm not giving up anything deep. I don't want to give up a seam streak, so I move my safeties in just a tad bit. He's in the gun doubles. This is probably out of the running gun playbook, so I know there's not many good plays in the gun doubles. I mean, right there, Julius Peppers. He screams, and we're going to be moving on to Game 5. All right, so now we are into Game 5, and our opponent looks like he's in a little bit of under center right here. He's going to run with T'Vondre Sweat himself, and we might be in for a long one, fellas. He's already got 4 rushes, 21 yards in the game. But we're going to stay in this dollar, see what we can do. I accidentally shift my line here. I never like shifting the line. Don't ever move your line in dollar. Trust me. Just leave it stock. For some reason, just plays a lot better stock. Right here, I don't know what he was throwing. Right to Cam Jordan. That's bad. Cam Jordan's going to be able to get us our first interception of the game. Now we get to go play a little bit of offense. Get to play some offense. Get the audible down. Have some fun with T'Vondre Sweat just a little bit. As you guys see, I'm going to show you guys setting up my audibles here. I'm going to sub in Vernon Davis at that slot receiver. It just allows an easier transition down the deuce close because I have 2 tight ends on one side rather than having a tight end have to run across the field and like everybody, going everywhere. Right here, we're going to hand it off to T'Vondre Sweat. We're going to get an easy 6 yards of offense. And if we can get 6 yards with T'Vondre Sweat, oh my God, that's going to be awesome. So right here, I always like to start off with a little bit of stretch, eventually do a little bit of halfback zone weak versus the dollar. So we're going to double team the defensive tackle because he did have inside stuff right here. It actually gets blown up. That linebacker was in a perfect spot versus our run. But guess what? I'm going right back to the run. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to run halfback stretch, and right here, oh my God, I mean, that's not even fair what I just did. Right there, I'm going to spin, and I'm going to get down to the 4-yard line. Now, we have a 1st and goal. Should be pretty easy to punch in, especially because he won't get out a dollar, so doesn't have any shoots. He's kind of just setting up the blitz, hoping that it's going to work. Right here, I'm going to go to the pistol wing flex close. I'm going to motion in Munoz right here, try to get us better blocks. Doesn't matter because Julius Peppers, I mean, shoots the gap, but T'Vondre Sweat, oh man, I mean, what are you even supposed to do there? I'm just the better man right here. Right here, he's going to run a fake jet sweep. I don't know why he just did that. Throws it right in the coverage. That's a pretty risky read to make. I wouldn't have made that read. I kind of would have just thrown the ball or probably not even called that play. I just don't think that's a good play call right here. But we are up 8-0 on this guy in Game 5. I'm going to go back to the loop blitz because he has been picking up the engage pretty well. Right there, he runs with Taysom Hill, and Taysom Hill's not going to fumble. It's not because he's on conservative jet. It's because this game allows people to have trust. So Taysom Hill is going to get 1 yard right there. He's going to go, looks like, to the Debo package right here, if I'm not mistaken. So that means he's in the Niners playbook. Haven't seen too many people go to this Debo package in Madden 25. Let's see what he's got. He's got T'Vondre Sweat. You would think the ball's going to go to T'Vondre Sweat, right? It's not. Taysom Hill is going to keep it. That is just a crazy click on right there by me. I was not ready for that. And we get a little bit lucky. That click on can't lie. We got 3rd and 11 now. I'm gonna loop out of cover 2 this time just because it's shorter distance for my opponent to work with right there. He throws it right in the coverage, and now it's a 4th and 11. He kicked his 3. I don't know why he kicked 3, but we find ourselves now at a 4th and 5. Right here, everything's bagged. I kind of did find that post with a smaller window that I could have thrown, but we do overthrow it right here. Looks like everything's open. I get a double switch stick. I switch stick to the cloud to play the wheel early and then back up to that top safety, getting us an interception with Isaiah Simmons. Now it's our time to shine. We're going to find our drag. Tony Gonzalez, new all-star baller. I'm going to spin, stay in bounds. I'm going to use my first timeout, and then we're going to go probably back to that same play. I like that same play. We only have about 27 seconds right here. So I'm going to call the same exact play, see if he can stop it right here. I don't know what he did, but we're going to find Anthony Munoz up top, and we're going to go up 2 scores, and that is going to be GG's. I do want to show you guys this because I have never seen this before in my Madden career. Let me know what this is right here. This is wild. I don't know why the camera zoomed in and he quit, but GG's to that guy, man. All right, so this is game 6 of our gauntlet, and I'm going to keep it real. It was pretty short. I don't know why this dude quit as fast as he did, but we did have a wide open wheel route right there. We do miss the wheel. Pretty much to sum up this drive, I ran a lot, just 4 yards at a time. Nothing cool, trust me. It's not like I, ran somebody over. No, I was just like air truck, get hit by a couple people, fall down. Air truck, get hit by a couple people. Right here, we got a 4th and goal. This is probably the worst call. PA snag down here, especially this setup is not good, but it works out for us anyways. Cordell Patterson is going to score, and now we have our opponent in a 3rd and 10 pretty early. He was struggling to move. We got him to a lot of 3rd, 4th downs. He's going to stay in this bunch tight end. I'm going to switch stick, not on the Cam Jordan, but Cam Jordan's still going to pick it off. And then this dude's going to end up quitting right here, and this is going to be GG's for this guy. All right, so we are now in the next game, and this game starts off a little bit sloppy for me and my opponent. He turns over the ball on downs, and guess what I'm going to do? I'm also going to fumble with T'Vondre Sweat, which I thought I would never see that ever, especially with Tank and all the other abilities. But he's going to take advantage. He's going to run a triple option. I get pancaked by Anthony Munoz. My user just falls to the ground. So we're down 7-0 early in this game. This is not good, but it's all right. We're going to get back on offense. We're going to try to find some runs. William Perry, gets blown up in the backfield right there. And this is a little bit concerning because throughout this game, I've been kind of struggling to get the run game going, or these last couple of games. So I'm wondering if my scheme is patched. Right here, we're going to find our wheel route. William Perry still in the game because T'Vondre Sweat is tired. And we have a 1st down, William Perry. We're going to no huddle right here. Trying to get in. We're going to go down to the deuce close stretch. Motion over a tight end. Try to get an extra blocker that way. And that's just way too easy for us. Now, we gave him a little bit too much time to start moving the ball. He's going to send a receiver in motion. He's going to run the ball with Marshawn Lynch. Breaks a couple tackles right there. Gets 3 yards somehow. I'm getting a little greedy. I'm calling a timeout, trying to get the ball back before half, which I don't think it will even matter, especially by the time I get the ball. There's going to be very little time left, so I don't know why I'm starting to call these timeouts right here. Honestly, at this point, I should just let him try to make a mistake. He rolls out with Taysom Hill. I dive right on top of him. No fumble. It's all right, though. And he's going to kick the 3, and he's going to go up with a 2-point lead going in the half. So now this is important that we score this drive. Right here, we find our drag over the middle. Cordell Patterson, he's going to spin. Doesn't get the good spin like the fat guys do, but we'll take that spin right there. And now our O-line's a little bit tired. I'm kind of afraid to run the ball. I'm switching between formations because if you guys don't know, doing this actually gives you guys more, it pretty much turns them back to blue so they're not tired anymore. So if they're orange, they'll probably switch to yellow if you keep flipping back and forth through formations. So just a pro tip if you guys are still watching at this point in the video, we are deep into our gauntlet. So, we might be a little bit, lazy with some of our reads. We might be have a little bit of Madden fatigue right there. We're going to see T'Vondre Sweat had a lot of open grass. Couldn't get out there, but we do get 7 yards, so I can't be too mad at that. I'm getting a little methodical right here, audibling down. We're going to audible back down to the deuce close to that same run. We're going to go to the halfback zone weak right here. He's all over that, so now we're in a 3rd and 4. I'm a little nervous to pass. I haven't been passing all day, so right here I'm going to go to Y sail. Right here, he's not going to send too many people, kind of dropped in coverage. I'm going to playmaker, and I throw the backside in. That was just a terrible read by me, making an uncharacteristic mistake right there. I can't believe it. So now we need to get a stop. Right here, I shoot the gap with Julius Peppers, win the tackle battle. Can't be too mad at that. Now it's time to hand off the ball to the big man, and look at T'Vondre Sweat go. Runs over, spins, one man to beat, touchdown. Go Geezy. We're back in this game, and for some reason, our opponent just kind of forgot how to play Madden after this. I mean, just to sum this up, I don't know what he ran right there, but that was not a good play call. I should probably never call it again. He's going to go back to that same formation. We need one stop. Looking for the triple option. Honestly, if he passes, he passes. Right here, sends Vernon Davis over in motion. I'm looking for the seam streak. I switch stick onto it, and we're going to get the KO, and that's pretty much going to do it. We're going to go to 5 wide, down the goal line, 7 and 3 tight ends, and 2 running backs. Going to double team the inside stuff. We're going to run the power O with T'Vondre Sweat, and he's going to get in, and that is going to do it. We are now still undefeated in the Gauntlet, going into Game 8, and I can't wait for these last couple games. We are now into our next game. We have our opponent on a 3rd and 8 pretty early. He was throwing at my user a lot. He finds the drag, and I dive, and it's a weird animation. Now I have him in a 4th and 1 exactly where I want him. I feel like at this point I should have already been off the field. Just because some of the reads that he was throwing, I wouldn't say like they were like pickable reads, but he was always trying to target my KOs right here. Throws right at the hard flag, has to aggressive catch it down, and isn't able to make the catch. Right here, we're going to hand it off to T'Vondre Sweat against Dollar. You already know T'Vondre Sweat's going to find a way. Air trucks, can't run over the next guy, which I was super shocked about, but is what it is. He's got us all the way down to the 21-yard line. 1st and 10. We're already up a stop, so he's probably a little bit tilted, and now I'm running the ball. We're in a great spot. I'm going to go back down to this deuce close, run the stretch, run over the slot corner, pick up a gain of 5. I'm going to find myself on actually a 4th and 3. Stuff the run a couple times. Here we go. We're going to roll out. It looks like we have nothing. We did miss a running back. Doesn't matter. We're going to playmaker Anthony Munoz up and pick up the 1st down. Right here, we're switch sticking a lot. I don't know what he's throwing. He just threw it in the double coverage. Tony Gonzalez at cornerback, the all-star athlete. And he's got one man to beat. And guess what? He's going to do it. Peyton Manning stands no chance versus Tony Gonzalez. Now we're up 16-0. We went for 2. Got it twice, so we're in a great spot. Right here, I'm switching a lot. I see the wheel. I try to jump it and get it. I am not able to. All 6'7" of Jimmy Graham. I guess it's just a little bit out of reach right here. He's going to be in the U-trips. Again, expecting him to call Y-option wheel. That's what everybody calls. There should be a tight end corner. I'm going to user press it. Yes, I do. I'm going to switch stick to the post. Everything is bagged. I peel off the tight end corner. I'm going back to it. I click on Julius Peppers, gets the worst animation. He scores, so now he's back into the game. I'm going to audible down to T'Vondre Sweat in this halfback zone weak against Dollar. It does wonders, and he spins. I mean, oh my God. Look at him go. The big man all the way, and GG's. Here we go. This game was probably the worst start I've ever had to a game. Right here, 4th and 25. I don't even know how that got open, bro. But we are now kind of driving a little bit here on offense. We're going to truck with T'Vondre Sweat. We could have got out of there. Maybe I did a couple too many trucks. Who knows right here. His D-line is just eating my offensive line alive. I'm going to no huddle, get back to the line, try to make some shit shake right here. Going to put a speed out on my outside wide receiver. We're going to put a sharp post, a sharp corner, try to get past this man-to-man coverage. I actually miss my speed out, but it doesn't even matter because the O-line just gives out on me right there. He gets back, or he gets his first offensive drive, excuse me. Now, I need to play for a stop here badly. He's sitting at the line in the gun normal. I'm over everything. And Pat Tillman, I mean, oh my goodness. 4th and 20, he's going to no huddle. Honestly, I'm not mad at it. He's up a stop. Why not? There's no point in punting it back. It's just going to be an even game either way. Josh Allen, I haven't seen anybody use Josh Allen in a while. Drops back right here. Nothing is open. I'm over everything. He throws it up top. Jimmy Graham is going to be up there to get the interception. And this guy, I just realized, has CeeDee Lamb at wide receiver. Not smart right there. Against the gun normal wild. We're just going to keep in the cover 4 right here. I'm going to hand off the ball to T'Vondre Sweat. Easy. He's in double A gap, so this should be easy runs against him. I just keep getting stopped down in the red zone for some dumb reason. Right here, we're going to go back to the same stretch that just pretty much got us 6 yards. His slot corner is actually now on the side that I was going to run the stretch to. I air truck for no reason. I could have just took that to the outside, but Still get 3 yards. I can't be too mad at it. Right there, I'm against these nickel formations. I'm always trying to run away from the slot corner. Right there, I ran towards the side of the slot corner like an idiot, and I get it blown up. So now I have to pass. No reason to run right here. I guess I still could have ran. I don't know why I didn't go back to that original play that I went to, but I'm going to have a speed up. I'm going to have this motion play. He's all over the motion. Everything is bagged. He actually peels off. I technically could have thrown it. The man coverage was strapping me. Now he gets a chance to go on offense, but it doesn't matter because our defense is just too good. This cover 4 engage is just too good. He has no answers for it right here. I'm playing backed off. I'm going to play the clouds because we're in a 3rd and forever. We're shading over top, so my hook curl drops all the way back. Right here, he calls PA snag. I'm all over everything. We get crazy pressure, but no D-line interception for us. And 4th and 21, what's his play call right here? He's up a stop. He can go for this. What is he going to do? We're waiting for it. I'm coming out on the double safety go, and he punts the ball. So now we have to make him pay for punting the ball. I'm going to spin with T'Vondre Sweat, and there goes the big man. He's got one man to beat. Can he beat him? Gets down to the 4-yard line. 10 rushes, 148 yards for T'Vondre Sweat. All we have to do is punch it in one time right here. We're going to go back to the deuce close. The slot corner moves to the right side of the field. I'm going to run away from the slot corner, so I'm going to flip this run. Easy. We get to the outside. No one has a chance to get T'Vondre Sweat. We go up 7-0, so now we have him in a 2nd and 12. He steps up. Pat Tillman again with his 3rd sack of this game, and he's going to actually no huddle. There's really no point for me to even run the loop blitz when he has no chance versus engage blitz. This has been an insane defensive game, and you guys have seen pretty much almost every drive. Right here, I have the best switch stick I've had all game. I pick it off, but it doesn't matter because I actually got a pass interference, or offsides, excuse me, not pass interference. So we have to go play defense once again. 3rd and 8, 46 seconds left. He's going to get ball at half, so if he can get any sort of points, he's going to be in a really good spot. So this is for our 8-0 right here. I'm hovering this gap, going to engage. He picks it up. He throws the tight end seam. That was not even close to open. So now I'm going to move my zone drops back. Okay, I don't want to give up a first down, so I'm going to put 10-yard clouds, 10-yard hooks. They're going to play the first down marker. They're going to technically play the sticks. So I can't be too mad if I give up a drag and he takes it for 10 yards. So be it. I will not give up a seam, a curl, whatever it is that's about 10 yards of post. He's going to go to trips tight end. I'm going to audible over to this cover 4 drop. We're going to engage. He calls a timeout. I guess he doesn't like the look. I don't know why he calls a timeout here. Against trips, I never loop just because when you loop against trips, if they call verticals and you run the cover 4 drop or quarters loop, it is actually it will be a 1-play touchdown because those quarters are still going to match, and it's going to allow that slot receiver to be a 1-play right here. We're going to engage, cover 4 drop. Nobody comes in right here, but we play amazing defense. Our contains get to the outside. We're going to get a D-line pick, and Barnell is going to seal the deal for our 8-0. He's going to end up quitting, and now we are officially 1 game away from winning the gauntlet. We are now 9-0. Can we finish this off in this next game? We are now 1 game away from going 10-0 in our gauntlet and winning it back-to-back weeks. And we are playing Seepster, and things aren't starting too hot for us, man. I can't lie to you, man. I'm a little fatigued at this point. I'm playing Madden for some hours, but that's no excuse, okay? We don't lose these games. So, 3rd and 15. As I say, we don't lose these games. I'm going to throw the worst possible read in human history. Some would have said that I'm Stevie Geezy. Okay, I don't know if I should actually say that. That was kind of cringy. That kind of made me cringe saying that. But we do get a sack right there. We need to regain, get a stop. And Seepster looks like he's in the gun doubles formation in the Niners playbook. He's going to have wide trips that we're going to have to be aware of right here. He's going to stay in this gun doubles flex right here. I'm expecting either PA snag or the motion dig under right here. Calls PA snag. We're all over it. He's going to scramble with Dontari Poe. And now it's decision time here for Seepster. What's he going to do? He's going to no huddle. That means he's probably going for it right here. He's going to audible to the wide trips. Honestly, I'm expecting the GO4 zig play. It's one of the best plays in the game with the stop route. We're going to run an aggressive shell over on the right side. I think he's going to throw the flat. He does not. He has enough time to throw that slant over the middle. Gets right past that vert hook. Right here, I switch off of Julius Peppers. Julius Peppers does not get a KO animation. Seepster's going to score first, but we're back on offense. It's time to go to work with T'Vondre Sweat right here. And this is something we needed to break right here to get our confidence back. Now we're going to get 7. I'm going to go for 2 and not get it. I'm not going to show you that play. It was pretty bad. So, yeah, you guys get to see. Seepster now play offense right here. He's going to call PA snag with a wheel. And I was there, and Isaiah Simmons doesn't activate. It is what it is, though. Right there, I play super aggressive. I put a hard flat. He throws the speed out. He's going to be able to catch it. Now, Seepster, he's going to get sacked. He's going to get sacked. My bad. I kind of messed that up right there. And now 4th and goal. Honestly, he should probably kick, but it looks like he's going for it. Going to call the doubles flex Y off close formation. I'm curious to see what he calls. I haven't seen really too many of his red zone dots. He's going to flip. And as I was playing this game, I did realize that every time he did flip, he loved to go to Y sail or some version of Y sail. So I'm going to be interested to see what he goes to right here. He does call Y sail because he does have that fade in the back of the end zone, but doesn't have enough time to throw it. Pat Tillman is going to get to the quarterback right here. We're going to hand off the ball to T'Vondre Sweat. We're going to hit the sideline, and there goes the big man. We make a man miss. We're trying to get loose right there, get a little bit of speed boost, but we're not able to. And now it's time to bring out the milk and cookies. We're going to milk this clock right here. Take every second that we possibly can. Run the ball. Keep the play going. Right here, I'm actually going to audible down to the deuce close. I knew it looked like I was making hot rods, but really was just doing that just to kind of fool him a little bit right there. T'Vondre Sweat's going to get 8 yards. And we're going to pretty much almost clock this whole half. It looks like we're not going to call any timeouts. You guys are probably wondering why I'm not going to call timeouts. I don't want to get too many yards and leave him any sort of time. Seepster's a really good player, so I'm going to go back to this T'Vondre Sweat stretch. We're going to pick up the first down. You guys are probably yelling, timeout, timeout. Trust me, I'm fine. I know that I'm going to be able to get a lot of yards right there. I'm going to hit that wheel route knowing that he was going to be in a cover 2. Right here we get down to 3rd and goal. I kind of did call some really bad red zone plays. Doesn't matter. I know he's in cover 2 right here. We're able to throw that curl in the back of the end zone, and now we're up 5. So now we're on defense. Playing really good right here. I switch with Isaiah Simmons. Get the great KO animation right now. We are on 4th and 3. I need to stop. I'm going to switch my zone drops all to default. I'm going all default right here. I'm going to shade underneath, play super aggressive. I'm going to play cover 2. Back up my safeties. I'm hoping that this mid-read is going to match any sort of post or in route. I'm going to actually deep third my outside safety because I see that he clicks onto the running back. So now if he calls a speed out, that hard flat guards the speed out. If there's a corner route, that outside third gets it, and then the mid-read would have matched the post. Right here, I switch stick perfectly. And Jimmy Graham, I don't know what he just did, but that was the perfect switch stick. He's going to get down to the 8-yard line. Now he's on a 1st and goal. He scrambles. He tries to get down. He's going to fumble. We're going to pick up the ball. Pete is putting us back in the game. Ball doesn't lie. Of course, now we're going to flip our stretch with T'Vondre Sweat going to the left. And there goes the big man. Oh, my God. Madden is so much fun when you can just put the ball on the ground. Don't have to pass. Touchdown to T'Vondre Sweat. I'm going to go for 2, and I threw an interception. But now Seepster has the ball. I make him fumble. Look at all the Cardinals jerseys around, and he somehow picks it up with Eric Dickerson. He's going to find now his drag over the middle with Deion Sanders. He's down 9. He's looking to score as soon as possible. He no huddles, which I'm not a big fan of, especially because it wastes some time. Right here, I don't have a yellow zone. He's going to find that zig. Easy, kick his extra point, only down 2. Now I find myself in a 3rd and 14. Right here, that guy walked in free. Our right guard missed him, and now I'm in a 4th and 25. I'm going to no huddle. You guys are probably wondering, like, why don't I punt play defense? Because now I'm guaranteed if I don't get this, I'm going to get the ball back. So, can't be too mad. I call PA snag, let the PA go. Again, we missed everybody off the edge. He's going to score. Now it's a money drive time for me. 3rd and 8. Everything is bagged. Richard Sherman is going to pick us off, and that is going to be the game. Now we move on to game 11. Okay, we are now in the last game, and we are going to start this up We gave up an RPO read wide flat for 6. Not a great way to start the game, but we're back on offense, and we're going to hand it to the star of the show, T'Vondre Sweat. You guys see it. Just eating, dude. It's just too easy. Like, I'm not kidding. If you don't have this card, or if you guys are wondering who you should get at running back, or if you're saving your coins, don't save your coins. Just go buy this card, bro. He's too good. We're on defense. I mean, it looks like we're going to be in a shootout right here. He gets 7 pretty easily back-to-back drives. Now I'm back on offense. I playmaker Tony Gonzalez up. What a playmaker. Tony Gonzalez going to get the first down right here. We're going to hand off the ball to T'Vondre Sweat. Make a man miss. Run over a man. Take that down to the 2-minute warning. We're going to hand the ball back off to T'Vondre Sweat. And, I mean, that's just cheating at that point. I mean, it's not even talent anymore, man. I'm okay with saying it, bro. This game is not in the greatest state, but it doesn't matter. We got to play it anyways. We got to pick with Cam Jordan right there. We're going to drop back right before half. I'm going for it, 4th and 13. Probably that's why I didn't kick it. Who cares? It's March, right? Let's just go for it. Get the ball out of half. We're going to run the ball in with T'Vondre Sweat. And just like that, that's pretty much just going to be the game. It looked like it was going to be a close game. All right, I ain't going to lie to you. I kind of messed up the outro of this video, so I'm re-recording. But if you guys enjoyed this full Gauntlet game, I tried to condense it as much as I could. I didn't want to make this like a 2-hour-long video because a lot of these games turn to be blowouts. I'm not going to let you guys sit there and watch the blowouts. I'm just going to show you guys the big games. But if you guys did enjoy this, man, hit the subscribe button. Tell me what you guys want to comment or see in the comments below. Also, if you guys have made it far and watched the whole video, type the word. Let's just see. What am I going to have you guys type? Type Trevor Lawrence, since that's who, we're opening up right now. Type Trevor Lawrence so you made it this far, man. Appreciate everybody coming through. I'm going to catch you guys in the next one.